thank you very much for being who you are and for providing me with the great remembrances of my time at Glen Rock.
Thank you. Listen now. We have Mr. Gunderson here. Where is Mr. Gunderson?
It's great to be here and see all of you, except I can't remember a lot of the names. Or put the faces together with names. But it was great having you as students, especially the guys, who didn't give me a hard time, they just thought so. But I had a great number of memories from the day. And I'm glad you all were able to make it here tonight. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gunderson. I remember that jacket when it was white. Mr. Leonard, Mr. Leonard is here? Where's Mr. Leonard? Please come up to the microphone and say hello to your former students. He just celebrated his 90th birthday. We all remember when 90 sounded like an old age, but no longer. No longer. You don't look a day over 89. I turn the mic over. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, the last time I saw most of you, you were teenagers. And the appropriate thing to say right now is that you haven't changed a bit. You and I both know that that's not the case. And I want you to know that the 30 years that I spent in Glen Rock dealing with very intelligent and highly motivated students.
Cool.
I think you can remember when you walked through the front door of the high school as sophomores, and you walked back out of the front door 3 years later as the classes of 68, 69, 70. I too remember walking in the front door back in 1956 with the first sophomore class. Graduated in 1959. Took them 3 years to get out. It took me 30 years to get out. That's what you call a slow learner. I do want you to know, though, that the time that I spent dealing with such highly intelligent people is the pride of my life, and I really appreciate the invitation of you folks to be here tonight.
Thank you.
I want you to know it was indeed a privilege for you to allow me to add my little bit to the history of such a great high school. Thank you and have a lot of fun tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Thank you, Mr. Leonard. We have Mr. Diet out there somewhere. Where's Mr. Diet? Well, Diet. Where is he? Holy shit, this is him? You're Mr. Diet?
I want to thank you for inviting me. I taught in Glen Rock and coached for 46 years, and I really enjoyed it. And I loved all the students, and I'm actually still teaching at Yeshiva High School in Teaneck right at present, and I'm loving every minute of it. I want to thank you because I really enjoyed my time in Glen Rock. It was tremendous. The students were so great, and if I had any discipline problems, you were so motivated, and thank you so much for inviting me again. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Diet. Mrs. Clow is next. Miss Clow, to the microphone, please. Did she? Oh, I never had you. Huh? Excuse me, my thing dropped. We'll pick it up. This thing fell.
I want you to know that I did have students that did that. My name is Nora McLeod, and I started teaching at Glen Rock with great pride in 1970. And at this point, I'd like to just raise a glass as a toast to the great Alan Sponzilli, who I worked with, right hand, and I love the place. Still dream about it. My license plate outside, if you want to look for it, is one of those Jeep type Lexus things, and it says GRHS on the plate. And I won't get rid of it. It was a wonderful place to work, and I still dream and I miss it. And I thank you so much for including me tonight.
I would have stayed in school longer. Mrs. Abbott is next. Mrs. Abbott, where is she? To come up here? Here she comes. Yeah, wonderful.
Hi. I probably had you when you were in middle school. I think we had grades 7, 8, and 9 then. And for me, the most wonderful thing is I'm still there. And I'm working with the middle school students, now grades 7, 8, and 9. I feel so proud to be part of this school district and town. My children have attended this district, and they are also very proud of that. It's so neat to be working for number 4 in the state of New Jersey.
Thank you, Miss Abbott. Thank you.
All right. Good evening and welcome to our grand reunion. I'm Brian Jackson, the co-chair, along with Bob Shores. And it is just amazing that we finally pulled this thing off. It's been a lot of hours, a lot of phone calls. And I'd like to take a moment to just recognize the people who worked on this on the committee. But before I do that, you're the class of 68, you're the class that's really great, right? You're the class of 69, you're the class that's really fine. You're the class of 70, you're so frustrated because nothing rhymes with 70. Anyway, from the class of 1968 on the Grand Reunion Committee, Mr. Lou Canonico. Where's Lou? Please stand. And also, from the class of 1968, Mr. Bill Mitchell. Where's Bill? Bill's in the back? Okay. From the class... He's had a few brain aneurysms during this thing. Myself and Bob Shores, of course, were the co-chairs, but believe me, we couldn't do any of this without all of these other folks. Nora Henry, my lovely wife, where is she? She did all of the table arrangements. And Tuesday we'll have been married 2 years. I've been married 30 years, but to 6 different women. Janet Shambo, where's Janet? Janet did all the email lists and made the phone calls and tracked people down. Where's Janet? Where's Janet hiding? There's Janet, there she is. The one and only Roy Egner did all those Glen Echoes. Where's Roy? There's Roy over here. Floyd Viviano. Oh, there he is. Floyd, our very own Uncle Floyd Viviano. And we have a little video we're going to play for you later tonight, and Floyd will take you back to Glen Rock, as you don't quite remember it. Mike Dervis, where is Mike? Mike was our co-treasurer. I lost the pool bet among the committee members that tonight this room would be dark, we'd all be standing outside, and we get a postcard from Venezuela from Mike with the money. It didn't happen. And that's probably because of John Cole, class of 70, who was our other co-treasurer. Where's John? And last but not least, a woman who, her ear will never be the same from being on the phone so much, Diana Martin D. Where's Diana? And finally, I'd also like to thank Greg Andrian, who did all of those cage cards and got everybody excited on Facebook. I'll tell you, it's been a long road. We started this a year ago, and Dave Castronovo did the 40th reunion for the class of '69. Where's Dave? Dave's a newlywed. He's here with his. Where's Dave and Claudio? Dave did the 40th, we did it in this room, it was a great evening, and that evening I asked, did you want to wait to the 50th or did you want to do a 45? And it was unanimous, everybody said 45, and then we said, well, let's do 68 and 70 and bring everybody together. And tonight, it all came together, and I thank you, all of you, for responding and coming and making this a great party. Because without this, we wouldn't have a reunion. So thank you to each of you. Please give yourself a round of applause for making tonight happen.
Snap it, pal. Both of you together.
Hey, snap it. Come on, come on. Hey, snap it, pal. There you go. You got it?
Snap it, pal.
Yeah, snap it. I invented that.
He invented you snap, it snaps, go snap, take a snap.
Go fucking
All the words that come from snap it, pal.
I know. That's
Probably invented Snapple, too.
Yeah.
He was way ahead of him.
Not trying to.
This is a movie. This is the man, Sonny Niclario. Because of me, because of him, I made a living. Which, hey, snap it, pal. Because he's the best. And he created that. And I love this guy. I love him with all my heart. He's one of the real Glen Rock all the way.
Yeah, we're friends. We're true and true friends.
He's one of my best friends of all time. I love him. And he's a great winemaker.
We're blood, like blood. We're like blood. Speaking of friends, we're blood.
My guy. All right.
Anda buone? Pizza buone is there?
Buone
Pizza buone badone. Pizza buone badone.
All right, everybody.